Howdy Fluff Butts, it's time for a scoop of your favorite flavor, Rocky Road. So before we jump into things today, I wanted to cover one thing. I've been getting a lot of questions about my FA page, who my suit maker is, things that I've kind of talked about in previous episodes. So what I'm going to do is there is a link in the description, go into my FA, that has pretty much any of the info you could need regarding those types of questions. I'm not mad at people for asking them, I just don't want them to feel bad because I've been glossing over those questions since they've already been asked. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. First question is, what's the farthest you've ever mountain biked, and how tired were you afterwards? So the longest I've ever gone mountain biking was about 35 miles, I think. Yeah, I mean, I was relatively tired. I mean, not ridiculously so, just because my legs are used to being tired. And I'm not saying 35 miles is far by any means. My mom does 80 to 100 mile mountain bike races, so I mean, that's nothing compared to what she can do. Next up. So I get bullied at school for being a furry, and kids try to fight me. How do I deal with them? Ooh. This is a tough one, because it really depends on how your school is about bullying. My first recommendation, obviously, is don't do it on your own. Seek help from, like, a counselor or a teacher that you trust. If you have somebody who is looking out for you, then that'll really help. Other than that, I mean, the way I handled whenever I got bullied, which was, I mean, it wasn't that much, but it happened from time to time. I just kind of ignored it and they went away. Not that that's going to work for everybody. I mean, tell somebody, tell people about it, get someone on your side. I'm not saying, like, start a gang and fight them back. Don't do that. That just makes things worse. But reach out to the school and see if they'll do anything to help you out. Do you have a full suit or ever want one in the future? I don't have a full suit. I'm planning on getting one in the next couple months, hopefully before the next FurCon I go to. But that being said, I've been thinking lately about holding off on getting a full suit so I can put that money into a Rocky 2.0. I'm not decided on the maker who I want to commission yet, but there's a couple up there who I really, really like to get suits from. And the prices are kind of up there, so the more money I have saved, the better. Or the sooner, at least, I get a 2.0. So next up, I'm a little newer to the fandom, and I wanted to know a good way to make friends. Well, friends are great. Telegram chats, like group chats, that's how I make most of my friends, at least within the fandom. Local groups, I've met a lot of awesome furs in the local area. Yeah, I mean, just find some groups and start talking to people. As long as you're not creepy, then you'll probably get some new friends. Next up, how do you only have 73 subs? Well, as of now, at least the last time I checked when I was making my notes, I am at 106, and considering that was a week ago, I was at 73. That's pretty good. Also, the reason why is because this is only my 4th week really making videos consistently. So I'd say being past 100 subs that quickly is pretty darn good. I think on my first episode, I was only at like 30 or so, maybe 20. But yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of spending time making videos, and those numbers will hopefully grow. If it's anything like my Vine account, chances are they will. Are you a fan of the Rocky Horror Picture Show? What gave it away? I very much like the movie. At RMFC, I went to, they had a live showing of it, and I lost my Rocky Horror virginity there. It was so much fun. I just want to do it again. I know there's a theater nearby that does them every Halloween, so I'm probably going to go again. But yeah, it's a great movie. It's silly and just, I mean, Tim Curry, so can't go wrong with that. Are you going to be at Further Confusion this year? I really want to. If I can fit it in with work and school, I will be there. Also, money, but hopefully all those three things combine together, and I'll get to go to FC, get lots of hugs from all the awesome people, but I really, really want to go. Next con question, will you be going to BLFC? Another one I really want to go to. The past couple years, work has gotten in the way, just because it's a really busy week whenever they have BLFC. But that being said, chances are next summer I won't be at that same job, so I might be able to go. It'd be really awesome. I would love to go. I mean, it looks like such a great fun. Go-karting in Sioux just looks like a blast. Next up, how would you act if you were drunk? Being 20, I'm unexperienced in that, and I'm a good boy, so I'm waiting. My guess is, when I'm sober, I'm already attention whore. I mean, all eyes on me all the time. That's how I want it. I'm not gonna lie about that. I am an attention whore. Chances are, when I'm drunk, I'll either be an even bigger attention whore, which I'm not sure how that's possible, but it might happen, or I'll probably cry a lot. Those are my two guesses. Next up, do you have a favorite fursuiter? No. Do you have any pets? I technically own one, but I live at home and my parents own 2 pets and my grandparents own a dog. So I have a cat, her name is Suki. I posted, I think, a Vine with her in it. And then my parents have a golden retriever named Dexter and another cat named Norbert. I definitely have a Vine with Norbert for sure. He's super friendly and talkative. And then my grandparents have a Cocker Spaniel named Clancy, and I hate him. That dog is the devil. He is he'll howl in the middle of the night. Not that I don't do that myself, but when I'm trying to sleep, he gets into the garbage, and he's just a very naughty dog. But he's our grandparents, so can't really do too much about it, except for just hate him in silence. Have you ever fursuited around kids, and did you like it? I have fursuited around kids on a couple occasions. Honestly, I love it. I mean, they're usually either 2 reactions. Either they're super excited or absolutely terrified, both of which are amusing to me because it's adorable and they're all like, yay, and hilarious when they're like, oh, what is that giant dog thing? It's looking at me. But yeah, I've enjoyed it. Honestly, the only people I've had trouble suiting around with are those who don't understand the boundaries of a fursuiter, like, don't try to rip my ears off. I had one person try and take my head off, or no, they did take my head off. I'm a total pushover, so I just kind of like sit there and let it happen, hating it in silence, but don't do that. That's not cool. But most of those people were like preteens and teenagers who just aren't used to being around suits, I guess. Yeah, so that was my last question of the day. I didn't have to like beg for questions this week, so chances are I'll have plenty for the next week. Thank you all. Thank you all so much for watching. It means a ton to me. As always, I would really like it if you did the like thing. And if you subscribe, that's even better because you get to see this face every Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday that I do these things. Also, I'll have links in the description to my Vine and other things if you want to follow me over there. That'd also be great. Since I can't think of anything else to say, I'm going to end that episode here. Bye!